For my Make a Difference project, I decided to work at Paepae Fish Pond in Kane'ohe. By helping here at the fish pond, I will be able to continue our Hawaiian cultural style of living, and it would allow others the opportunity to learn about our people and how they survived and thrived in the past. This is important to me because as a native Hawaiian, I feel that it is my kuleana to take care of and restore Hawaii for the younger generations, just as our ancestors did for us.
Invasive species, probably, and then just maybe the past 100 years of degradation, and because our kupuna haven't really been here for the past 100 years actively managing the pond, it sort of paved the way for invasive species to take over. So it's sort of like, the term restoration is sort of a new term.
The main problem here at Paepae is the introduction to invasive species. Before the project to revitalize this fish pond was initiated in 2001, there were little to no people who could actively work at and maintain the pond, causing the area to become overgrown with mangrove and the degradation of the fish pond walls. According to Derek Pavia from Hawaii Magazine, Paepae staff and numerous amounts of volunteers have removed thick, red shoreline mangrove from more than 3,000 feet of the 7,000-foot-long Kuapa. In 1922, mangrove was planted here to control erosion and stabilize sediment. Unfortunately, the plant quickly invaded all parts of the fish pond, its roots hastening silt buildup and compromising the wall's structural integrity. Initially, I was going to help the staff at Paepae reconstruct the wall and clear away more of the horrific mangrove. But the week before I arrived, high winds destroyed the fish pond huller, so instead I was assigned to help rebuild the base for the structure so in the future the sturdiness could resist the strong winds that Hawaii has to offer. Also, the day I came to volunteer, the Paepae employees were expecting the Oceanic Institute to deliver 3,000 new baby mullet. That day, there were little members on hand to help with the transportation of the new fish, so I was able to help. With everyone working together to transport the fish, we were able to successfully do so without any of the fish jumping out of the barrels they came, and they were successfully taken to the enclosure without any other complications. One barrier that I did face, though, was that when I helped to rebuild the base of the huller, I did not know much about how to build a fish wall, and although it looks simple, I can tell you from experience that it is actually quite difficult and complex. You must ensure that each rock is able to support one another for the structure to be efficient. Therefore, I worked slowly and I didn't do as much as I thought I would, but on a positive note, I did contribute and try my best. Overall, on a scale from 1 to 10, I gave myself a 7. I gave myself this score because although I felt like I didn't do much, I know that every little effort counts in making a difference. If I weren't here to do the small things, then no one would ever be able to do the big things. Lastly, I also gave myself this score because when the people from the Oceanic Institute arrived, the workers of Paepae needed all the help they could get to transport the fish. Everyone had to come together in order to complete the job. Even if I didn't make a major difference, I did make somewhat of a difference, and I believe that this difference will make an impact on the future.